the Prestige deck. Looks fairly interesting and unique. So let's open it up and see what we have at hand for tonight. I think this deck was from one of my first big purchases for the channel in cards. And upon first impressions of the deck, made me want to see how it would go. Right off the bat, we have ourselves a more, I don't want to say cheap, but that's kind of what it is, card feel. Somewhat of a gift shop, plastic coating, thin cut. The box is a thicker cardboard. It's a little bit larger than a standard deck of cards. And we'll just have to see how it plays. Anyway, I hope your day has been well, my friend, that you're ready to relax, check out, and play some Solitaire. As we get into this first game, please get yourself nice and comfy, and let's see what is at hand as we continue through our journey to 1,000 episodes. We're only gonna do this type of flip the first game, and then I will just go regular, because this is a bit of a pain to deal and just maneuver when the background is not the same upside down and backwards. I hope you understand. I think I will create a phrase for us called the Coca-Cola flip. When you see me deal cards like that, since the first deck that we ever did it with, like this, was the classic Coca-Cola deck. I like that. The Coca-Cola flip. Not a sponsor. Honestly, I don't like Coke too much. It's kind of interesting with these cards. They feel cheaper, yet at the same time, they have a waxiness to them, which provides decent grip. They are not durable. They already have a sizable bend in the card. Upon opening, but we'll wait a couple games before we make any real judgments, as that is our third play, and we're having ourselves a stronger start than I would have thought with how this one looked at the beginning. A black 8 would be very great, would be very great. Grammar. Okay. A little bit worried. Always a bit troublesome when this section doesn't get much going for itself. Give that a moment. And with that right there, we have received our first fat stack of the night. Unless we can get a black jack and maybe a two of diamonds. But that does not look, it doesn't look to be the case. So let's do a thorough check. As there's nowhere for that first 10. That second 10. That 7 and that 7. All we can do is play that single 2. Triple threes and triple kings left on the field. On to game number 2. But let's see the final view. Out of our view. Triple jacks added to the negative stats. Casino shuffle time. Honestly, that was pretty tough to do. They're not coming together because of that bend in each card upon opening. And you saw the difficulties casino shuffling when a couple flipped over. On the bright side, it did give us a pretty nice sound, but at a hefty cost. A black queen would be very good, as well as, you know what, let's just see. Let's see what the cards have in store for us. We will have ourselves a couple aces after a couple more rounds. Maybe a little sooner than expected, as that is our third play. Let's go with that one. Alright, a red 6 and a black 8 would be great. But there seems to be a lot of missing pieces as we now have triple jacks on the field, with not much else and see if we can stay alive. Ooh, no, 6 of hearts. That is a killer. That doesn't do much for us. And that is the end of our second game. Triple nines kept us at bay. Let's see if there was anything a little nasty on the larger side of the field. Almost. On to game number 3. 2 fat stacks in. 1 negative stat triplet. And let's get into the deck rating while we're at it. The cards are very stiff. A big bend down the middle, long ways. A decent texture, but that's about the only positive in that regard. The satisfying texture to the touch creates an issue when closing them together. As you can see, that's quite chunky. So about 3 negatives and 1 positive. The artwork is different, but nice. There is effort. My preference doesn't like when the cards aren't the same each way. So that's a hit for me. The back design, it doesn't bother too much since a lot is going on. So good artwork, poor card quality, in my opinion. I think it just about levels out to a 5, right down the middle. If you like what you see, go for it. For those of you who like to pick up decks from our videos, if not, I wouldn't take a shot at it. Very tough to handle. Well, that was pretty uneventful. And we are good for at least one more round. There we are. We did not need that. Actually, I think the best thing about these cards, besides the art, is the sound. As we now have triple 3s on the field. Brutal. These are the types of games that get a little bit irritating with how many plays you go through in your hand for such a small result on the field. Alright, let's do a thorough check because this game feels like it's going nowhere. has to be something nasty underneath. That just felt wrong most of the way through. Triple tens added to the negative stats. It's kind of like bricks. Another little note is that the colors look much better in person than on camera. They have a little bit more vibrancy to where it looks like on camera it blends a little bit together. But that's just from my angle at the moment. That ace of spades sure is trying for us. Triple queens. And the ace of clubs. We are so lucky in this one to have somebody on our side when others are clearly against. Okay, this might be over fairly quick. like our last, actually a couple so far tonight, just felt bad. Like no chance kinda bad. Let's see what was left unturned in this one. There has to be a nasty stat. Triple fours, and that's it. Well, it all comes down to our final game of the night. Alright, let's see if that did the trick. Final game. Here we come. You know what? I think after this deck we have to go to a little bit more of a traditional style deck. Double tens, double red fives, make that triple tens. Oh, you're so nice. You're so charming. Your allure. It's quite alarming. But at least we're getting something going here. A red queen and a red nine might be enough for us to commit a good crime. But we'll have to wait unless it gets too late. And that is for sure my mate on this late date in July, as our night is seemingly passing by like a fly. Come on, really nothing there either. I think we're done. Nowhere for that 4, 8, jack, queen, 6, king, or 5. And you know what? Any of you who've made it to the end of this one, just bravo. I'm gonna leave a request for you. Comment prestige, and then I will beckon you prestiged after this one, because this deck has been anything but kind. So why not give back? Oh my gosh, that's terrible. So, triple sixes once again, triple threes, and a whole bunch of doubles to our negative stats. Double, 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 and the only card not a double was a queen and a 2. That is nasty, my friend. Alright, that's it for this one. We're putting this one away, throwing it in prison, locking the key in a pot filled with hot fire, scorching anyone that comes close. Not close. You get the point. It was fun, my friend. You just gotta laugh. Anyway, that's it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed. You know I did. Please have yourself a relaxing remainder of your night.